Hello everyone and welcome to Ginger Prime. My name's Brian if you're new around here, but I'm going to go and dive right into the subject of this video, what you should know before playing Lost Ark. Lost Ark is a massively successful MMORPG that has also surged and continued to surge in popularity with the decline of World of Warcraft. This is in both terms of both player numbers and in viewers, like on Twitch, and this is not even a game that is out in the West yet. So just note, when you start to wonder about this game and its longevity, it is a very massively successful game, and it is finally coming to North America for early access on February the 8th, and the full release on February 11th as a free-to-play MMORPG set in an isometric viewpoint. So think Diablo, think Path of Exile, and one of the things that makes me immensely happy about this game is it does support controllers natively. In fact, I have a controller guide up on the channel for you guys if you're interested in it. Now, beyond that, a real critical aspect of this game I want to kind of point out right at the start, you actually have two types of HP potions when playing. You have a static HP potion and you have a percentage-based HP restore potion. I'm going to ask you, if you haven't seen it in guides from other content creators already, save your HP percent potions for later. These are incredibly valuable, and they get more valuable as you level up because they obviously get more powerful. So if you can, make sure that you're socking those away and saving those more for your end game experience whenever possible. Also, leveling, and speaking of that, if anybody's coming from a Final Fantasy XIV world, a story-driven MSQ world, note that leveling can actually in Lost Ark be done completely via the main story. You won't need to take on any kind of side quest if you don't want to. You can. I'm not going to stop you. In fact, my general rule is if you're having fun, continue to do so. Don't let anything I say detract you from that. But all in all, you can play through the MSQ of this game and you will get to the level cap, and you'll also have a starter set of endgame gear when doing so. So when it comes to also leveling gear, you don't need to stress about it. Just equip the best gear that you have. Look for the little blue up arrow and you should be rocking and rolling and ready to go. So don't worry about the core leveling experience. In fact, Smilegate has designed the leveling experience to be as quick as possible, and in an interesting way, even playing additional characters or alts will actually play a critical role in you supplying your main character with various materials. And so this kind of ties into an idea that don't worry about locking in a main right now. The game's going to reward you, and you're going to benefit from actually playing multiple types of characters, aka classes, and that's going to overall benefit you, especially when you do kind of fill in and slot into kind of an end game kind of static or some kind of mindset for your character. You do you at the end of the day, but just note that all of these systems work in tandem, and you're going to be benefiting yourself one way or the other, either giving yourself kind of an alternate style of play or finding ways that you can kind of farm up various materials for your main class to kind of push them up even further. So speaking of materials and rewards, let's talk about inventory management. It's an MMORPG. Inventory is going to be a thing that you need to concern yourself with, and the game, being that it's a theme park based MMORPG, will shower you with all kinds of things just for logging in. You obviously have dailies and different kind of reward structures to jump in and keep going and keep playing, and that's going to fill up your inventory with a lot of different things that you might not necessarily need or have as much value in at the start. You've got storage. I would highly recommend that, especially as you start accruing items from your daily just logins and any kind of daily quests that you end up finding yourself doing, that you toss those into your storage, and so that way they don't fill up your inventory, giving you a better experience overall, rather than ultimately finding yourself not able to progress or worrying about what you should keep or what you shouldn't keep. Take advantage of your storage, use all those items and just kind of funnel them into your into your storage, and you're going to have a better experience, especially as you get into the end game and late game of Lost Ark. Now, we do know that Lost Ark does not planning to come to consoles. I do apologize. I wish that would be some information that I could share with you guys right now. Overall, like I said, it does support controllers, so maybe there's going to be hope. So you never know ultimately when it comes down to it. All right, what kind of monetization system is Lost Ark? I did say it's a free-to-play MMORPG. Yes, the game is going to have a cash shop. It's going to have an aura system that you can basically think of it as an optional subscription system and an MTX cash shop. The nice thing about it is that Amazon has changed the way the cash shop works here for the West to be more in line with how Westerners, I guess if that's the term, view these cash shops. Now, I've covered it in detail here on this channel. You can always check the Lost Ark playlist, which will be the top link in the description if you're wanting more of my Lost Ark coverage specifically, or there's a whole host of awesome content creators. I'll try to link some in the description as well for you guys to go check out if you're looking for more detailed information about any one particular class or more. So we've covered pretty much a lot of the game itself, some of the core key aspects that I think will benefit you when deciding to play. I think you should absolutely check this game out. Doesn't mean you necessarily need to pre-order so you can get into the February 8th update or date, but at least on the 11th, I think if you really enjoy like the Path of Exile, Diablo styles, this is going to be a game I think it's going to be right up your alley, and hopefully you end up enjoying it. Now, if you guys got any questions, especially as it relates to controllers, I'll do my best to give you guys the answers in the description, but I highly encourage you guys to go check out the controller guide for Lost Ark if you're considering jumping in. There are some modifications that I ended up making, and it ended up, I think, working out a little bit better for me overall. So that being said, guys, if you like that being said, and then I literally just stumble over my words. Thanks for being here. You're awesome. This is Ginger Prime, and my name's Brian. If you're a returning subscriber, you are so smashingly gorgeous. That's what you get for subscribing, by the way. Free compliments, apparently, at the end of today's video. Hopefully, you guys have a fantastic day, week, month, and whatnot. I love you faces, and hopefully, I'll see you in my next video. But until then, take care.
I just want to say I'm really glad you're feeling better, and I love the videos. Well, I love you too. Michelle? Shoot for the moon, and so even if you fail, you'll reach the stars. Go for the 100K subscribers. Yeah.